That breaking news here live at 5. The leader of DeKalb County Schools has just been put on leave after a federal indictment more than 700 miles away.
Superintendent Dr. Devon Horton is facing multiple charges in Illinois.
The placement of Dr. Devon Q. Horton on administrative leave with pay. Is there a motion to approve, please?
In the last 10 minutes, the DeKalb County School Board just held an emergency meeting behind closed doors. After the meeting, they came out and announced that Dr. Horton was on leave with pay. The indictment involves contracts awarded and kickbacks that Horton allegedly received.
Atlanta News First reporter Bridget Spencer is live at 5 from the DeKalb County Board of Education. So, Bridget, you just got your hands on that indictment.
Yeah, I was reading through those pages. It is a long indictment with 17 counts, and it doesn't just list Dr. Devon Horton in these allegations. It also lists 3 other people that they say were his friends, and they also owned their own businesses. Now, to sum things up, what the indictment is saying is that Horton, quote, knowingly devised, intended to devise, and participated in a scheme to defraud District 65 of money and property. Now, the prosecutors are saying this was a grand scheme to get kickback payments from the Evanston-Skokie District 65. That's a Chicago suburb. This is where Horton was previously working. Now, the indictment says Horton, alongside Samuel Ross, Antonio Ross, and Alfonso Lewis, were falsifying information in order to get professional service contracts with that school district. And allegedly, with those contracts, Horton would get a cut of the money out of those contracts. So this is certainly something that we are digging further into. Also, when I was reading those allegations, tax evasion, I should say, was also included. They're saying Dr. Horton underreported his income. He did not report those kickback payments. This is just the latest in a string of controversies with the DeKalb County superintendents here in Stone Mountain. Of course, we're going to continue to follow this story, bring you more updates as we learn more. For now, we're live in Stone Mountain. Bridget Spencer, Atlanta News First.
Bridget, thank you. And we were the first TV station to notify you of the superintendent's indictment on our Atlanta News First app. You can read the entire 37-page document and a breakdown of what it all means online right now.